Hello and welcome to Dawn of Comics. I'm Shane. Yes, it is me. I've just had a bit of a haircut, but yes, it's me. Today we're going to be talking about DC versus Marvel, the trade from 1996. I say trade, this is the trade. It was a 4-part miniseries, which I'll show you the covers to in a second. I just want to talk a little bit about this awesome cover to this trade, the wraparound. We've got this great image here of DC characters fighting Marvel characters. So this is pretty much one of the first trades that I picked up when I saw this back in a comic shop. I was like, I need this. This I have to have. So I got this, fell in love with it, went back and got the individual issues. It spread out into two other miniseries. You had Access and All Access, which is about a character in the book, which we'll get to. And then we also got a whole new universe from this called the Amalgam universe, which was DC and Marvel characters combined into one. And I picked up as many of those as I could get, and I'm still picking them up now sporadically through eBay if I find them for a reasonable price, because I don't need to pay a massive price for them because I have all the trades. I picked up all the Amalgam trades that came out, so this is every single issue just collected in there, and I'll have a chat with you about those when we get to them. First, DC versus Marvel. I mean, this is just, the art on this is beautiful. I mean, Wonder Woman is just fantastic. So this is who they're fighting. A little bit about DC versus Marvel. The trading cards came out really close to the release of these, but the trading cards came out first. This is a spare set of the trading cards, which I'll probably go through quickly and show you the battle cards. I'll probably leave out the individual character cards, because if you want to look these up, you can look them up. If you don't have them, if you do want them, you can get a whole base set. How many is in a base set? Let's see, 100. 100 plus the checklist. A base set of these, you can probably get them for about £5, but they're not expensive. I mean, maybe £10 at the most for the base. There are some special impact. There's impact cards and there's hollow cards, and I've got everything apart from these two Mirage cards here. You've got Superboy, Spider-Man, which turns into Spider-Boy. Wolverine, Batman turns into Darklaw. So they're like lenticular cards. So when you turn them, it goes from Wolverine to Batman and then to Darklaw. So they're super rare, super expensive. So I don't have those, but I do have everything else. Which I'll probably share some pictures on Instagram if you're interested, or I mean, you can probably Google it. I don't need to be your only source for these things. So yeah, those are the cards. You get the first card for every 9. So trading cards, you get a 9 card sleeve. If you put them in number order, this will be the first card on every sleeve. So it's a battle card, and you know it's a battle card because it's got gold foil along the bottom there. And the artwork's a little more special for these battle cards. So there's the Superman one. Like I'll show you the battle cards after the comic, but the reason I wanted to bring this up is because these, I've got a couple of packs of the trading cards, and it says they come with a special never before seen amalgam preview card, which is one of these. So this was a 4-part mini set. If you see this symbol here, Amalgam not only became their own comic universe, but we've got a trading card set of them as well. So that's Batman and Wolverine as one person, and that's Superboy and Spider-Man as one person, which is pretty awesome. So we got one of those in every pack. We also got one of these. This is the ballot card. So in this ballot, we got to tick who we wanted to win, and we'd mail that off. You'd mail that off, and then the winner is the winner in the book. So what the artists did, they pretty much drew the entire battle, but the final panel of the fight, they did 2 versions. So for let's just see here, for say Superman and Hulk. So for the final battle, which I'll show you in the comic, it's one of them winning, and then they've done the other ones. This art is actually available on Twitter. Ron Mars released his unprinted version, which is fantastic, so you got to see the other person win. So I am going to spoil this, by the way, so stop watching if you don't want to know who wins, but this is a 24-year-old book. So if you don't know who won, I mean, if you're not going to read it, then you're not going to go back now. But we didn't get to pick all the winners. We got to pick between Batman and Captain America, Hulk, Superman, Superboy, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Lobo, and Wonder Woman and Storm. And I will say that this book came out when Marvel was a lot more popular. So fans chose their characters rather than who would actually win. So when I get to the fights, I'm going to say that some of them that should have won that didn't, and it's not just going to be DC that I'm saying this to, I'm going to say it to Marvel as well. There are some people that should have won the fight over the other person, but it was a popularity contest more than anything. So this is why I think they should release a more up-to-date version and actually have them win by skill and power set. So a little bit about the story. There are two cosmic beings. It starts off with Spider-Man meeting the Joker. So the worlds have already started to merge. This artwork is fantastic. Look at that. Oh, say I've jumped ahead. I wanted to show you the individual covers first. We've got the preview promo mag. This included a ballot card as well, so you can vote. And they've used this artwork for the trade. So that's awesome. This is, if you look on Superman's cape, signed by Peter David. The same convention I got my Young Justice and my Supergirl signed. He was such a star. He signed so many books for me. He signed 4 for Young Justice and 4 for Supergirl, I think, and he signed my whole DC versus Marvel line. So there's issue 1. There's Peter David's signature there. So that's a great cover. So what they did, issue 1 is DC versus Marvel. Issue 2 is Marvel vs DC. So each publisher released 2 issues each, and they work together that way. It's a way of working together, I suppose, without one of them taking any more credit than the other. So DC did 1 and 3, and no, sorry, 1 and 4, and Marvel did 2 and 3. But there's the cover for issue 1. These are in the back of the trade. They do have a cover gallery, I believe, in the back. Am I mistaken? Am I mistaken? No, yes. So they do have... So if you do get the trade, you will get the cover gallery, which is awesome. So there's issue 2. There's Peter David's signature there. And that's a cool battle scene. So these are the cosmic beings. One's Marvel, one's DC, essentially. It's essentially the cosmic beings are the publishers recognizing each other and noticing each other and thinking that only one should survive. I mean, it's a bit of satire there about DC and Marvel, the big 2 publishing houses. But that's a cool cover. Everyone just battling it out. And then issue 3 is even more spectacular. There's Pete David's signature. Yeah, he signed all of them for me. He's fantastic. Wonder Woman's lost a little bit of the gold off her. Oh no, I see what they've done. They've added more red around her chest plate there instead of having it come all the way to the top. But yeah, so that's cool. So these are all the battles that we got to choose the winner of, which is cool because we do have Captain America versus Thor, Quicksilver versus Flash, and Green Lantern versus Silver Surfer, and also Catwoman versus Elektra. We didn't get to choose those. Those were predetermined. And there's the final issue. So this is after they've become the Amalgam universe, and now they're being separated back into their original characters. The artwork is lovely. The faces are beautiful. I mean, early, mid, late 90s artwork. The whole of the 90s artwork. Yeah, it got a bit crazy with the pockets and the accessories and stuff, but you can't fault the artwork. Not at all. It's absolutely lovely. So those are the individual issues. Back to the book. This might get a bit long if I talk about the amalgams. Should I split it into 2? I may split this video into 2 parts. So what I'll do when I finish talking about this, I'll just stop the video. I'll say goodbye and stop the video, and then I'll do a second part with the amalgam covers, because otherwise it's going to go on too long, and it's already at 10 minutes and I've only shown you a few cards and some covers. So let's quickly get through this, because I don't want to spoil the story, because spoil the story. There's not really much to the story. The two cosmic beings meet, and they decide that only one of them should exist. So they pick their champions. Let's see if I can quickly show you the cosmic beings, because it's just, the first part is literally just introducing the characters that are going to be chosen, and some team ups, some meet ups. You've got like Bane versus Captain America down there, Riddler versus Daredevil, Green Goblin up there versus, who's Green Goblin versing? Oh, Green Lantern, he's up in the corner there. So it's things like that. It's nice little interactions between people before the fight starts. So these are some. This is Spectre from DC, and this is the Living Tribunal, I believe. And they're talking. Yeah. Yes. So this is he's from Marvel, he's from DC, and they're talking about the brothers meeting and talking about this great epic battle that's coming. So it's just a build up, and there are the brothers there. So the battle doesn't start until they touch. They meet, they notice each other, they touch, and that's when the battle starts. So I don't want to, like I say, spoiling the story. There's not really much to the story. It's a fight, and then it's just really, really enjoyable. It's Pinky in the Brain. Oh, North. So the first battle doesn't start until issue 2, but we do get a great splash page. All these characters here, just all the way around. Just absolutely stunning faces. Every single one of them. There's not a bad face there. I mean, if you saw a video I did where I got some Marvel trading cards, you should have seen some of the faces on them. They were dreadful. And they picked their champions. So blue for DC, red for Marvel, obviously. He's got these champions, he's got his, and they're going to fight. And so you would think, seeing as how there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, there's 11 on each, you would think that it would be 1st to 6. You would think. But because fans voted, you didn't get that. You got it was a little bit more one-sided than that. But I mean, look at this is Thor in the 90s. That is absolutely amazing. And this is Captain Marvel. He goes by Shazam now for legal reasons, but in this book I believe he's called Captain Marvel. Yep, he calls himself Captain Marvel right there. So we get to call him by his true name, Captain Marvel, and it's Captain Marvel versus Thor. So Earth's mightiest mortal versus an actual god. So that's awesome. Now, the fight is pretty cool. You get some nice splash pages. All the fights, the artwork, the action panels are absolutely amazing. And it's just an all-out brawl. And get ready for the winner. Thor throws his hammer. Captain Marvel gets trapped under something, under a big wheel, Ferris wheel. And so he has to say Shazam to get out. So he says Shazam, and while he's a little boy, Thor comes and just, knocks him out. So Thor wins that fight. Let's have a quick, let's get the Thor card really quickly. So there's the battle card for Thor and Captain Marvel. Yeah, and it says Captain Marvel on the card as well, which is great. I see, this is the artwork for the individual cards where, sorry, for the battle cards, because if you look at some of the artwork on the standard cards, they're just, I mean, they're still great artwork, I'm not going to lie, but this is more like a painting sort of thing, so that's great. So yeah, Thor wins round 1, so that's 1 to Marvel, so we'll put that in the Marvel column. And Wonder Woman picks up Thor's hammer. She's worthy of Mjolnir, which is pretty awesome. So the next fight we get is Aquaman versus Namor. The two Atlanteans? Is Namor an Atlantean? I'm not too sure about Namor. And while that's happening, we also get Flash versus Quicksilver. Now, if you read the comics, and if you know a bit about the Flash, you know that he even popped up in a Marvel comic when they were racing. So what they've done is, they broke up the Aquaman fight for the Flash, so it's 3 pages. Quicksilver is just no match for the Flash. I mean, the Flash is far superior in speed. Let's quickly we've got, where's Flash's card? Are they in order? They must be in order. I must have just skipped that one. I should have got these out beforehand. So I'm just going to quickly grab them now. And we've got... Ah, I don't have it. That's annoying. I thought this was a full set, but it's not a full set. So, ooh. But I do have the Aquaman Namor card. Like I say, these are just doubles. I've got the actual set in my binder, so I did think I had a full set of doubles, but yeah, so just that's fantastic artwork. So next up we've got Aquaman versus Namor finishing their fight. And I think Aquaman might cheat a little bit by dropping a killer whale on him. So that's 2 to DC and 1 to Marvel. The next, Wonder Woman with Mjolnir. She's now, I mean, I'd call her Thunder Woman. I don't know what, she's still Wonder Woman, but I think that name would be Thunder Woman. This should have been in the Amalgam comics. They should have made her the Amalgam version. And so we've got another beautiful splash panel there, splash page even. Got Black Widow and Black Canary there. It's awesome. Fantastic art throughout the entire book. And then in that issue you get a quick recap, so it shows you Thor 1, Aquaman 1 and Flash 1. So that's a quick recap there. The next fight is Robin and Jubilee. Now, I mean, I know Robin was trained by Batman, but Jubilee's got actual powers and a mutant, so you would think she would stand more of a chance, but he just ties her up, because they have a sort of romance thing going on during the book, which is awesome. The Green Lantern. Look at these constructs. Green Lantern versus Silver Surfer. It's fan-bloody-tastic. And Silver Surfer wins that. And I think I'd give that to him. He's got the cosmic power, isn't he? And Green Lantern's not actually that powerful. They say he's got the most powerful weapon in the universe, but everyone can break through his constructs. We get a very, very sexy Catwoman and Elektra looking artwork here. And they have a great fight on a construction site. But I don't think Catwoman is a match for Elektra. I think this should have maybe been Black Canary. If they wanted a female that could fight Elektra, that would definitely be Black Canary. Or Lady Shiva even. I think Lady Shiva would have been far superior. So this guy here, his name's Access, and he has access between the two universes, and he's the one that gets his own comic in the Access and All Access storyline. Lobo versus Wolverine. Now, I mean, they can both heal. Lobo can heal from a single drop of blood, so I don't know if Wolverine can, but I would have given this to Lobo. I mean, I know Wolverine's got the claws, but Lobo's healing factor is just awesome. But Wolverine wins. They go behind the bar, and Wolverine comes back up. So yeah, and then we get another amazing Thunder Woman. I'm going to call her Thunder Woman. But she's awesome. She looks fantastic in that. This should have been an issue. They should have done an issue. So it's up to Wonder Woman and Storm now. I don't know why they pitted these two against each other. I mean, I would have done Wonder Woman and maybe She-Hulk or Miss Marvel or even Rogue. Someone who can match her in strength. But Storm, I mean, one punch and Wonder Woman would have had her out. But again, it was Marvel's popularity time. So Wonder Woman throws down Thor's hammer to make the fight more fair, and then somehow Storm wins. I mean, I don't understand it. Wonder Woman gets hold of her, and then she should just be done. I don't know how she survives, but she zaps Wonder Woman with lightning, but lightning doesn't affect Wonder Woman. She can block it with her bracelets. So, again, like I say, it was a popularity thing. I mean, I certainly don't agree with it, but I mean, my one vote obviously didn't do anything, did it? We then have Superboy versus Spider-Man. Again, it's a popularity thing because I don't think Spider-Man is anywhere near as strong or as durable as Superboy. So I don't think a kick from... I mean, we've seen Spider-Man versus Superman, and Spider-Man's not been able to even move Superman. So to be able to do any sort of damage to Superboy doesn't seem right. He electrocutes him as well. So, I mean, they're just pretty much just electrocuting people. But look at this gorgeous art. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely love that. We then get pretty much the main event. Superman vs Hulk. This is just an all-out brawl. They're in the middle of the war, middle of the desert, and they are punching the living heck out of each other. They are holding nothing back. Superman uses these full blasts, Hulk's punching at full speed. They are just absolutely pounding each other into the ground. They're giving everything they've got, and it takes everything that Superman has got to put him down. He even says it. He has nothing left after that. And this is the panel that Ron Martz has released to show you what he did. So in the alternative panel, it's Superman going flying and it's Hulk standing there, and then it's Hulk standing over Superman's body. So he just changed those things around. So he kept the entire fight the same and changed that last page, which I'm guessing they did for all of them, and I would love to see them all. So yeah, look at that. It's fantastic artwork. 90s art is just like, you can't fault it. And then you've got Captain America versus Batman. And it doesn't matter how popular Marvel is, there's no way Batman's losing a fight. No way. But he wins the fight, but he also saves Captain America because he's Batman. And he's not about to let someone die. And that's a great page of them too, of the two together. Very, very cool. So after all the fights, Marvel have won, and the brothers merge and become one. Rather than erase one universe and keep one, they decide to just keep them both and merge them together, and you get the Amalgam universe. So the next two issues, or the next issue, is the Amalgam issue, which is awesome. Although they didn't merge people that fought, which I thought was a bit weird, because they've merged Wolverine with Batman and they've merged Superman with Captain America. And they didn't merge Wonder Woman with Storm so much, they've just made her Wonder Woman. But yeah, so they merged some people that fight, because Superboy and Spider-Boy, so, sorry, Superboy and Spider-Man are Spider-Boy. So that's awesome. So we get a panel of that, and it's them trying to, it's Access trying to undo it. So we get him meeting some of the Amalgam people. This is Doctor Strange Fate. That's actually Charles Xavier, which is pretty cool. You get some characters, they don't name them, so I'm not really sure who they are. I'm guessing this is Satana and White Witch, or Satana and Scarlet Witch maybe. I'm not too sure who they've merged when they don't name them. Oh yeah, yes, it does tell you. It says Wanda Satara, the White Witch. But for some of them they don't, and that it makes it hard to know who they've merged until they tell you. And if they don't tell you, because there are characters in the background. I mean, I didn't know, this is the Joker, obviously, and he's called Hyena. But I don't know from the Marvel Universe who he's merged with. But if I'm guessing it's Sabretooth, because Batman is, and Wolverine. So it's got to be Sabretooth, but they've called him Hyena. Yeah. But it's an awesome read. The Amalgam part is fun. Very quick, because they've done an entire line. Like I've said, I've got the trades. They've done an entire line of Amalgam comics. So you can see what adventures this lot are all getting up to. So by the end of that issue, they get separated. Spectre and the Living Tribunal and Access all work together, and they get them all separated with this gorgeous splash page. Absolutely fantastic, of just everyone being separated. And now the final book, they've got to work together to stop the brothers from destroying both universes. I mean, it's just fantastic. So you get things like this. Just awesome. So Thanos and Darkseid are there. Everyone, literally everyone you can think of is in this book. So they manage to stop the brothers. All goes red, Sky starts bleeding, and everyone just starts slowly going back to their own universes. Oh, should treat this with a bit more respect, it's old, like me. And they go back to their own universes, and I mean, they've met a few times since, I think. I don't know if JLA Avengers came out after this, but they all just went back. And the brothers agreed to just go back to ignoring each other, pretty much. And that was that. And that was DC versus Marvel, and it's fantastic. In the back of the trade, you do get your little synopsis about everyone, your stats and stuff, first appearance, height, weight, eye colour, real name and stuff like that. Oh, I didn't show you the Hulk, that was a bit biased of me, wasn't it? I just went straight for the Superman. You got Captain America, Batman. This Storm in her black costume is surprising because she's in her white costume in the actual book, isn't she? But, yeah, so you get some great information at the end, which is great because if you're just a DC or just a Marvel fan and you've picked it up because it's a book that's got them both, it gives you the information you need about the opposite fighters, which is just, it's a nice little touch. And you get this this gorgeous art. That Thor is fantastic. I should go back and read some Thor books with him looking like that. Green Lantern and Silver Surfer, Namor and Aquaman. And then after that you get, like I say, you get your gallery, your cover gallery, yeah. And it's absolutely a must read because it's just so much fun. The interactions with characters that wouldn't normally interact. It's just fantastic. So yeah, I've rambled on for like 25 minutes. So I'm quickly going to stop this. So this will be part 1. And then I'm going to talk about the Amalgam comics and just have a quick flick through them. And we'll call that part 2. Right, so yeah, Facebook.com/Dawn of Comics, Twitter and Instagram @Dawn of Comics. You can find us all there. Facebook has hundreds of reviews. Not for DC vs Marvel, because it's a bit too old. Haven't reviewed it on there. Might give it a go and review the individual issues on there at some point. So yeah, check us out. Comment below if you've read this, if you've got this, if you've got the individual issues. If you have a different trade than me, because I don't know if they've redone this trade. Like I say, this came out in, quick look, this came out in 1996. So yeah, I got this years and years ago. So if there's a new one, let me know. Let me know if anyone won that you didn't think should have won, or if anyone lost that you didn't think. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye. Take care.